With full confidence, we submit a motion to support Raka Buming Raka as vice presidential candidate in the 2024 presidential election. Gibran has proven his leadership abilities through his experience as mayor of Surakarta. His success in leading and implementing innovative programs at the local level is a strong indicator that he is able to make a positive contribution at the national level. The underlying reasons for Gibran to become Prabowo Subianto vice presidential candidate are: first, Gibran is a candidate for national leadership who is persistent, honest, and brave. Second, Gibran is very open to ethnicity, race, and religion. Three, Gibran has been proven to have done real work in progressing the development of the city of Solo. Four, Gibran is a young man who is responsible and anti-corruption. Gibran had many achievements while he was mayor of Solo. The program is still running and some people are already enjoying the benefits. Gibran Rakabumi, together with the Solo provincial government, revitalized Jongke Market so it's clean and comfortable. Gibran Rakabumi built a Manahan Center for the culinary advancement of the city of Solo. Gibran Rakabumi revitalized Taru Curug Animal Park into Solo Safari, and also successfully built a magnificent mosque in the city of Solo called the Saint Zaid Mosque in collaboration with the Prince of the United Arab Emirates along with an Islamic center located around the mosque. Gibran's success in building an elevated rail at the Jodoh intersection, which is expected to be able to overcome traffic jams. Gibran revitalized Kokananta by building a place for music performance, both indoors and outdoors. Gibran revitalized Solo Balekambang Park as a Japanese cultural center with an open stage artwork area, which became the center for art performance on an open stage. And also, economic growth in the city of Solo increased to 6.25%. There are many more works by Gibran Rakabuming Raka that I have not mentioned. It's hoped that Gibran programs as mayor of Solo will continue even though Gibran is running a vice presidential candidate. By electing Gibran, we are also providing support to your representative in government. It is important to create a government that is more inclusive and represents all of society. Gibran is considered to have no experience among other vice presidential candidates, but with his opportunity, he wants to show that he is the youngest leader in Indonesia who has a noble heart and is willing to listen to the voice of the Indonesian people. As a young man, Gibran, who is also President Jokowi's eldest son, must be supported because he dares to run a candidate for leader of his country. This is important to motivate other young people to dare to come forward and become leaders. Gibran really deserves to be a candidate for vice president in 2024, and he will be able to continue President Jokowi programs, so will be continuity in the future. Therefore, through this motion, we express our full support for Gibran Rakabuming Raka as the vice presidential candidate in 2024. With the belief that his vision, commitment, and leadership can bring progress and prosperity to all the Indonesian people. Thank you.
While Prime Minister argued that Gibran would be a stable candidate for the position of Indonesia's Vice President, I reviewed the opinion given by the Prime Minister. In my opinion, it is crucial to consider alternative viewpoints that raise valid concerns about his candidacy. This counter-opinion aims to explore potential challenge and reservations associated with supporting Gibran for such a significant political role. I have some reasons why I think Gibran were not suitable enough for being the future vice president. First, lack of political experience. One major contention against Gibran's candidacy is his relatively limited political experience. As we all know, the role of vice president requires a deep understanding of political dynamics, diplomatic skills, and the ability to navigate complex policies. Critics argue that Gibran's background, primarily in business and entrepreneurship, may not adequately prepare him for the problems that arise in national governance. Therefore, he still needs to increase his knowledge to be the future vice president. Second, potential for nepotism. As you all know, Gibran is the son of President Joko Widodo and concerns may arise about the possibility of nepotism if he were to assume the role of vice president. The perception of favoritism and unfair advantage could undermine the principles of meritocracy and fair representation. This raises questions about the inclusivity and fairness of the political process. Third, influence of business interests. Given Gibran's successful business ventures, skeptics may worry about potential conflicts of interest. The vice president is entrusted with making decisions that impact the entire nation, and concerns also may arise about whether Gibran's business interests could influence policy decisions. This potential conflict could compromise the integrity of governance and raise ethical questions. Fourth, need for diverse leadership. Critics argue that Indonesia would benefit from leadership that reflects the diversity of its population. While Gibran may have strength, there may be a need for a candidate who brings different perspectives, experience, and expertise to the table. Emphasizing diversity in leadership can contribute to a more comprehensive and inclusive decision-making process. In conclusion, while the idea of supporting Gibran for Indonesia's vice president is met with enthusiasm by some, it is essential to examine potential drawbacks and concerns associated with his candidacy politically. This contra-opinion emphasizes the importance of political experience, potential for nepotism, the influence of business interests, and the need for diverse leadership in shaping a well-rounded understanding of the discussion. It is through thoughtful considerations of both perspectives that voters can make informed decisions about the future leadership of their nation. Thank you.
As a young generation immigrant, Raka Bumingara brings the potential for revitalization to the face of Indonesian politics. Support for him is not only a form of aspiration to involve younger leaders in the decision-making process, but also an opportunity to encourage innovation and growth in responding to various challenges facing the country. With a background in the world of business and entrepreneurship, Gibran not only brings a fresh perspective but also practical skills in education, research, and its existence can be interpreted as a bridge connecting the worlds of business and politics, opening up the potential for forming policies that are more responsive to the needs of the economy and society. Gibran is a symbol of the new spirit in Indonesian politics, giving it a fresh and energetic feel through his active role in regional development and entrepreneurship. He has proven that young leaders are able to make a real contribution to the political dynamics of the country. This is not just a change of face, but a paradigm shift that emphasizes progressive thinking and innovative solutions. It can be firmly concluded that Gibran's competence is beyond the and this evidence through several reasons that is strength or movement. Particularly, the leadership style demonstrated during his tenure as the mayor of Solo serves as tangible evidence that Gibran is a national leader who is hardest, brave, and open to diversity. Equally important, he takes a firm stance against corruption. Gibran accomplishments as a local leader, especially in revitalizing Jogja market, building the shelter Manahan, and creating the Soul Safari in Tarunjuruk Animal Park, all reflect a strong commitment to the progress and well-being of the community. Moreover, his support for the youth within the government structure and significant value. Recognizing the importance of creating an inclusive government, Gibran provides strong encouragement for the youth to play a role in policy formation. With all his achievements, Gibran is a real representation that the younger generation has a vital role in shaping the nation's future. Support for him run for vice president reflects a push to strengthen democracy by including the fresh voice and energy of generation at the forefront of change. Therefore, it cannot be denied that combination of concert achievement, demonstration leadership values, and support for inclusivity in governance makes Gibran a candidate worthy of full support for his role as a vice presidential candidate in the 2024 presidential election.
Continuing from our leader of opposition, even though Gibran is elected to represent the younger generation in the leadership of the nation state, the duration of experience cannot be combined with expertise in leading the country in the future. Digging further into the observation of the public policy of Separate University of Indonesia, Chris Bueno, Gibran Raka Buming Raka are three young and lucky experience to be Prabowo's candidates running mate in the 2024 presidential election. Gibran's selected national political track record poses a significant challenge for him to articulate vision as a vice presidential candidate. If successful in the 2024 election alongside Prabowo, Gibran has become the youngest vice president in Indonesia's history, surpassing Muhammad before. Comparison with previous vice president Mexico Salam 9, B.J. Habibie and Yusuf Kala highlights Gibran's limited political experience compared to their extensive national and even international roots. However, concern arises about Gibran's vision for Indonesia's progress, especially if Prabowo is unable to fulfill his duties on travel and development. According to the Constitution, if such a situation occurs, Gibran would automatically change his status. In line with the views of Mr. Ahok, the Director of State Policy Enterprise, Gibran is taking untested political experience, having served as mayor for only 2.2 years. Managing a country the size of Indonesia requires national legislative experience to comprehend the intricacies of state governance and reform. Having such experience is considered critical as it imparts comprehensive knowledge of state affairs. Running for president or vice president should not be treated as a learning of trial and error opportunity, leading a nation's overall significant stakes and the future of the country is serious.
As member of government, I think supporting Prabowo and Gibran as a vice presidential candidate in the 2024 presidential election is a choice that needs to be seriously considered. Although it is still far from the election date and political conditions may change, there are several risks that can serve as basic supporting figures. First and foremost, Prabowo, who has previously run for president in the past election, has extensive experience in the military and political fields. He has served as a commander of the Special Force Command, or we can say Kopassus, and also as the coordinating minister for political, legal, and security affairs. This experience can be considered a crucial asset for leading the country, especially in facing complex security and political challenges. Furthermore, Prabowo is known as a vocal and firm figure with a vision to advance Indonesia in various sectors. His focus includes support for the agricultural industry, infrastructure development, and economic empowerment. A leader who is decisive and has a clear vision can bring positive change to the country. On the other hand, Gibran Raka Buming Raka, as the vice presidential candidate, bring a fresh perspective with his active involvement in the development of the creative industry and digital economy. As a successful entrepreneur in the culinary and technology sectors, Gibran can bring a new perspective on innovation and technological progress in addressing modern economic challenges. So Gibran's ability to innovate and manage his own business can be added value in designing progressive economic policies. And the synergy between Prabowo and political and military experience and Gibran's business excellence can create a strong combination of leadership. So, it is very essential to remember that support for both candidates should be based on true evaluation of their vision, programs, and integrity. Thank you.
Okay. In response to the statement from the front team, I want to reaffirm Gibran active involvement in the development of the campaign, while its technical and manage its personal business and provide the development of progressive and policies. It should be noted that this may raise concern over potential conflict of interest between its political responsibilities and its personal business interests. There are concerns that the politician may use his or her position to support his business through the designation or procurement of a government project, which can be seen as nepotism and abuse of power. Such issues have previously been of significant concern and sparked great debate. We can revisit the issue where lecturers from Jakarta State University named Guy Lamberti have reported Gibran Raka and Kaisang Pangarap to Komisi Pemberantasan Korupsi, and report includes allegation of corruption, collusion, and nepotism of KKN, and money laundering of TPPU. Guy claimed that this report was related to the great KKN in President Joko Widodo's business relationship with a business group suspect of being involved in the large force version. Jadi, a large company that suspected the force version in 2015 and was charged with compensation over 10.9 billion. Nevertheless, the Supreme Court decided PPSM only paid compensation worth 78 million rupiah. By suspect that the decision occurred because PPSM formed a great venture with Gibran and Kaisang. He also stated that Gibran and Kaisang were suspect of being involved in KKN and TPPU. Then, when they were involved with a large company, Badila raised a big question about the ability of a young person who was just established a company to get a lot of capital, especially if not as a president's son, although the interest may be resolved. There are concerns that similarities may recur in the future, which may harm various parties, and this may be a situation for the growth. Thank you.
I would like to make why Gibran Raka have the opportunity to become a vice presidential candidate. The reason is because the achievement he had when he became mayor of Solo, which include first one is Gibran Raka together with the Solo provincial government revitalized jointly market so that the looks place and more important. Second is Gibran Raka built the management for the revolutionary advancement of the city of Solo. Is Gibran Raka revitalized Tarjo Animal Park in Sulawesi. Fourth one is Gibran successfully built a magnificent mosque in the city of Solo called the Sheikh Zayed Mosque in collaboration with the Queen of the United Arab Emirates, along with the Islamic center located around the mosque. And the final is Gibran succeeded in building an elevated rail at the Joe intersection, which is expected to be able to polarize traffic jams. We all know that Gibran Raka's candidacy as a vice presidential candidate has created pros and cons. On the other hand, the nomination of Gibran Raka as a vice presidential candidate can create the opportunity for young leaders to lead the country. It will be better if in the future Indonesia is led by young leaders, because young leaders have various ideas to manage this country. Therefore, we are increasingly convinced with the nomination of Gibran Raka as the vice presidential candidate will act confidently to propose to the presidential candidate.
important about sustainability for the vice presidents to serve its experience. Gibran candidate for vice president is under suspicion of two mistakes, but it's the neighborhood. It is perceived to answer with undergoing an open community from leading to public rejection based on perceived lack of political maturity.